Welcome back to some more Skyward Sword, everyone. Tonight we're going to be making our way back over to the Lanayru Desert because we were told last time we need to go there for another one of our trials. So, we're heading back to this familiar territory. Go ahead and just jump straight into things here. Hey Kia, how you doing? Oh yeah, that's right, I was here at Skyloft. Sometimes I forget where I start, which is a little weird, but sure. Yeah, for some reason that's not a ledge you can jump. I don't know why. It always kind of confused me. Just cut out this piece of wood. Let me jump. I gotta walk all the way around just so I can jump over to the right. A little inconvenient. Find this last stream? That's fine. You're busy, you're busy. That's what the YouTube uploads are for. Okay, I liked how I was flying more to the right during the cutscene and then just put me straight, which is close to the Pharaon. Thanks, game. There we go. Thought for a second I was gonna scrape the clouds there, which would have been a little awkward. Alright, so we're supposed to find where our next trial is, but luckily, I know exactly where to go. We need to go to the North Desert, and this should put us basically right next to the trial spawning point. Yeah, you can already see the glowing point over there in the distance. Gee, I wonder where it is. Is Zelda in that hole? Yeah, I knew you were coming. Come here, you. This is the perfect time for more tumbleweeds. This is probably the best spot in the whole game to get these things. Although I do have 12, so I don't think I need to grind for these things for any kind of upgrades. I think we're good at this point. I should probably also get this butterfly to get this text box out of the way. Plus, I'm waiting for more tumbleweeds. I want them. There you are. I knew that was going to happen. That doesn't look right. Thing's clipping inside of itself. When your net's too big. It's also really hard to control. I had to point right for him to go left. Or at least it turns out it looks, because it's still more natural like this. Well, it sucks. I can't really see when I have the thing out. Oh, I'm not getting that. That's gonna die. I'm gonna probably go for like 2 more. Good way to start. Hey, everyone, welcome back to some more of the hard game Zelda, where we collect tumbleweeds. I swear it's difficult. How's my weekend been? It was alright. Today was more of the hard day. It was a really rough day at work. Just very long and very tedious. Okay, it is straight. It felt like my sword calibration was already off. I'm like, how? I just started. Oh, hi. Come here, you. Get in my bag. That should be good for now. Yeah, 15. We'll just get to move on. There we go. Alright, here's hoping that the thing harp section actually works. I can't believe I actually have to say that, but that is the problem with the harp in this game. We almost had it too. Thanks, Control. You barely nudge your arm, and then Link swings it on the harp, screwing up the whole sequence. like Skyward Sword. The singing cutscenes were 5 unnerved me. Probably because her mouth just stays open and looks weird. Yeah, the animations for 5 during those sections is a little weird. Like, you could just put, like, a diabolical laughing sound there and it'd probably fit better than any of the singing she's doing. It's that creepy. Alright, we don't need you to explain more things. We've already done this. Should probably just do that instead. I didn't do that last time we played one of these silent rounds, but if you hop into it, it's a little bit better because you can get an immediate start. Wait, how'd I miss the tier? Give me that. Walked right by it. Alright, so this is a good place to come right now because I can easily see basically all the tiers. So, let's see, where do I want to go? I think if I go down this way, it should be good. It's a good thing I don't have any health bar to worry about in these silent rounds, because that would have probably broke my kneecaps and put me down to 2 hearts. I'll push the cart link. Don't jump on it. Is that enough? No, it's off by 1 push. Are you kidding me? Why can't they just grab that ledge like any other Zelda game where you jump? Every other game where you jump towards a ledge and you just auto-grab it, but I feel like this one you do some of the time, which is a little inconsistent. I gotta be really careful here because there's a lot of watchers. Are you kidding me? You're serious? Well, I'm going this way. Not going up. I'm trying to think what's a good tier. Well, first, hang on. Distractions! Oh crap, I was out of stamina. Hi, how you doing? Please ignore. I don't like the look of this guy. You know what? We're going for this one. Saw nothing. None of you saw anything. Stupid watchers. It'd be funny if fall damage hurts you, but it makes sense you don't have health here. The trial of your spirit and the guardian one-shots you anyway. Yeah. And that's why I was kind of, you know, terrified after that little mistake. Because that would have been painful. Okay, let's have these guys not catch me again. Because I want to go up here since there's a chance of a Dusk Relic. Okay, maybe that Dusk Relic isn't worth it. Because that's the second time that's happened. Stupid watchers in this section, I swear, have the biggest hitboxes. I don't like it. Problem is, I already took my other safety one that was close by, so I may just say, screw it, we're going for the ones over here. There! Jeez, can we stop doing this? I can only take so many heart attacks in one day. This is supposed to be a test of wisdom. Guess that Link isn't smart. Yeah. I just want the Dusk Relic. Link, that's not good for a test of wisdom. I know, but I want it. I just want it. You're serious. You know what? Screw this. We're just going for it. I'm not doing this a fourth time. It's either I abandon it or I just YOLO and just go. Oh, you kidding me? There wasn't even anything up here. So I just died for nothing. Master, was that really worth it? So here's the thing for this playthrough. You don't die for these silent realms, just become easier each time you fail. That's going to count as a death. I'm going to actually add that to my death counter, because you have to redo things. It basically is like resetting the whole area, which is the same thing as a death. So I'm going to count that. Also, as you can see at this point, the tiers I've already collected from the trial are marked on my map. So now I have an easier time to technically find these tiers. So I'm going to shake things up. I'm going to go for this one first. It's more scary to do this, obviously, because this guy really wants me. But I can just grab this and he just goes away. Yeah, nothing here. I think a relic could spawn there, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't farm these unless I'm in this place, and I can't come back. Not until later. Yeah, tests like this pretty much proves why Link never has the Triforce of Wisdom, because Wisdom isn't really his strong suit. Oh, jeez. Gonna cut that A closer. I'm shaking the nunchuck, it's not coming out. Just keep on running, Link. Okay, there's nothing here. I want to get that Wantra off my tail. Also, still no Dust Relic, I'm sad. Oh boy. Yeah, I had a feeling. I was way too close by the time he turns around. Alright, well, I know which one I'm going for now. Go away. All scary. But I will say, that change of music, I really like it. It's a shame you can't really hear that tune more often. You have to be in danger to hear that tune. So, it's a good song, but with some bad implications. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna grab that little piece of fruit on the way out. That way it'll be easier to see what's coming up. You know what? We're going for it. I think it's actually safer to do this. Because this guy wakes up, but it takes a bit to move. And then I can just go. It's really nerve-wracking, but it actually works out in my favor. I'll get that on the way down. And then I get this one that is basically right next to the portal, and we're good to go. It's way easier when you're not just trying to get the same dust relic 4 times in a row. That doesn't exist. Way easier. Ow, my shins. It was actually some pretty good routing this time. First time I was just getting greedy. Alright, there we go. That's the final tier. So we're out of here. No, we're not gonna caught right at the end. That'd be stupid if I got caught by that guy and then immediately die, which means I have to redo the whole thing. I think I had that happen to me once, and it was on the final trial in Skyloft, because the final one I grabbed was right next to a watcher. So they caught me immediately, and then I got killed. But for this, we get the claw shots. This is by far the best reward from a Silent Realm, because it's a full-fledged item. It's not just some random little thing you use once and that's it. Claw shots get used all the time in this game. It is by far one of the best items. That is indeed a pog. And the best part is you get both of them at once in this game. It's not like Twilight Princess, where you get one in the first few hours and then the second one basically at the end of the game. You get both at once because they know, yeah, claw shots are just good as a pair. Just give them both to the player and go. I feel like the claw shots in this game are a little bit easier to use than, like, say, Twilight Princess on the Wii as well. I feel like the aiming reticle is just a bit better for claw shots in this one, so it just feels more natural to use them. That's a big boy over there. Look at that big boy. Gonna beat him up. Look at how much faster we kill him now since we have an upgraded sword. That guy took a lot longer to kill beforehand. But now with this new sword, we just demolish that moblin. Aiming Skyward Sword is gyro, so it makes sense. I mean, I'm not just talking about like the aiming in terms of like, yeah, the accuracy. Because gyro is more accurate than the sensor bar on the Wii. Due to the sensor bar just having weird hiccups, especially if you're playing in a bright room. But the biggest thing I feel like is more or less this aiming reticle. I think it's a bigger hitbox, so it feels easier to aim at targets. Because I can demonstrate it right here. See how much that's engulfing the claw shot into a target? Like, claw shots in this game are more generous for a lock-on. That's my biggest thing. I just think they increase the hitbox of your target by a lot more. Probably more than double. Also, I believe this is like one, if not the only Dusk Relic you can find outside of a Silent Realm. It's just sitting in a chest. A little weird. But there it is. Alright, now I'm curious about something. This goes back to our first visit here in Lanayru Desert, where I kind of did a little glitch. So I want to see if that glitch technically is still active, or if we got far enough in the game where it's playing out as normal. When we were first here, I did a bit warp to basically go to an endgame location in Lanayru Desert, which skipped a whole bunch of stuff, but all it really did for me at the time was unlock a bird statue. That is it. I am wondering at this point if we're past the State 0 point in Lanayru Desert, which means that basically nothing is loaded yet. I wonder if we're far enough in the story where stuff is going to load, or if we're still in State 0, which basically just means it'll be a shortcut. I'll find out here in a second. Alright, so let's drop down to the gorge. And let's see, does stuff actually show up here now? Oh, the Thunder Dragon still isn't here, so this place is still in a somewhat state zero state. So that's good. My bigger question is this portion. This one's gonna be weird. Yeah, there's a rock there. Can I get through that? This is why I was wondering if we're still technically in a state 0 or if it progressed enough so I can't do anything here. What? We got a problem. Alright, so here's what's happening. That looks like there's nothing there. There's a rock in our way. That's what this is. That Goron there is trying to mine away this rock. So technically what I've just done now is just destroyed the two that were behind it, but that doesn't matter because there's still a third one that can't be destroyed by a bomb. It needs to be destroyed by progression. This Goron will eventually get rid of it, but as of right now, yeah, we're just gonna reset. You'll see what I'm talking about once we actually get into that area with the Goron. You'll see the rock I'm talking about. Because from the other side, it's like, what is he talking about? There's clearly not a rock there. Just an invisible wall. Wow, he did. Alright, what's the quickest way where I need to go? Probably this way. Now with the claw jaws, I can jump around this area a little faster. I'm not close enough yet. There you go. Might as well go this way. It'll be a little quicker at this point. What was with that sideways climb? That was weird. There you go. Get out of here. I don't remember these guys being here last time, so I think they're a new enemy to the area now. If it is the case, then that's kind of a weird new enemy to put here. I have to be, I don't know why that happened, but okay. Have we talked about something unrelated? The NA Weekly for Ocarina Randomizer pulled a Skyward sword. I wonder what that means. Yeah, explain. Very confused. Ooh, dark ore. I'll take that. Or evil crystal. I'm not call it dark ore. I mean, it looks like it. We're trying to triple dip into stone spirit. Ooh, well that sucks. I don't know if it's a useless dungeon, but going there 3 times is just... ugh. Yeah, now if we look over here, this is where we were stuck. That was the rock that was blocking our way. So I wasn't making that up. There was a rock there. It's there, just on one side apparently, not the other. Also, that treasure chest we opened up earlier is still open, so that's good. Yeah, it'd be fine. There's a stool right there. Oh, also, I want to show this. Look over here. There's nothing, right? Well, let's talk to Phi here real quick. She gave us a new dowsing ability. We can now douse for hearts. You're probably wondering this whole time, why do I have all these slots but I'm only using one for Zelda? Well, technically the one on the right is an optional one. The one on the left is basically side quests, but the one on the right you have to trigger yourself by almost dying, and then it shows up. But in hero mode, this dowsing option is basically useless because there's nothing to douse for. Ocarina had Requiem, Spirit was way for Ruto Letter, which locked Mirror Shield, and Child Spirit had gold gauntlets for Light Arrow and Light Trial. Dear God! I'm betting the fastest time for that seed was much longer than normal. I'm gonna bet probably like a 3 to 4 hour one at the fastest. Like, that does not sound like a good seed. That sounded bad. Hey, Golo. You're a very interesting character in this game for all the wrong reasons. You're the reason why they had to reprint this game and release an update on the Wii Shop channel because you screw up the dang scripting and a side quest that is required to beat the game. You're great, Gorongolo. You know, that was something that was overlooked in programming. Talking to this guy at one point screws up the flags during the Song of the Hero quest, making it impossible to beat. So, be careful talking to this dude. Oh, we do want to talk to him right now, because if I sit here... Well, for one, we get our health back, which is good. But he gives us an offer. He wants to do some extra digging. And he only needs 10 rupees to invest, which is dirt cheap, so do it. And now he needs to pee. Dang. Damn, we can't get in there. We can't get in. The rock we just destroyed doesn't matter. So actually, if that's the case, the rock that was blocking us is a Guan, which is stupid. Really, really stupid. As well when I have the health and the disposable bombs. There's a Super Jet Seed 2. Got my Ganon hit at 148, but didn't finish until 359. And the first place was 258. Dear God. It sounds like a fast seed, and then it becomes a really long one. I'm not surprised that first place was about 3 hours. That sounded like a 3-hour seed, at least for someone who knew what they were doing. For someone like me, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna forfeit this race so I can do some clips, because screw this. I would have just clipped into the light trial to get my light arrows, because screw all that nonsense. Look at that map getting filled in, even though it's already filled in. It's double full. You gotta make sure it's full, so we gotta do it again. Color in the lines that maybe don't have a color. Just going to several work. It's being more informative now. See a clip, something weird happened in Force Temple. Apparently it could just happen to Super Precise. I'll take a look at that here in a second. I'm guessing it must be something you just go through the wall. If it's Super Precise, I wouldn't be surprised. Got him. I don't know, I always have a hard time catching this sand cydia. Or cydia. I don't know how to pronounce this thing. Sand bug. Alright, let's see what this thing you're talking about in question. Oh, you got the double Iron Forest Temple. Oh, yeah, that is an interesting one. That's rare to happen on the first playthrough of the game. And especially on a randomizer, too. So for you to get that in one of your rando seeds is pretty impressive. I mean, it also sucks, because there's no points at a double shot. It just takes up time. Didn't look like the bomb got inside the chew for a second. I was a little concerned. That's a lot of ants. Give me the ants. Thought for a second that was a dud. I believe over here is just for a goddess cube. I'm gonna confirm, but if it's a goddess cube, we're right out of here. The only thing I really like about the claw shots in this game is, in order to use them, you have to press the A button, and as soon as you grip onto something, it immediately goes back into your aiming mode. I kind of wish that it didn't do that, and just you press the button to go back into aiming mode, because I swear half the time I'm just wanting to get off these pillars and I immediately shoot my claw shot, wasting a bunch of time. It's weird that you have to press B to get off the wall, because technically you press the A button to jump off, but that's after you basically stop using your claw shots. It's really weird. Sand Sea is so cool as a concept. Yeah, this place is actually a lot of fun to go through. I really like this area. Some human. I don't like humans. Wait, protect your ship. What ship? Ah, of course. If we were talking about the seas, we gotta have pirates. You can't see it. Why not? Yeah, well, if you say no way, you gotta see this whole speech again, which is kind of a waste of time. So we're not gonna be mean. We'll be nice. So we can't go anywhere until we get his map, because we don't know where else to go, even though nothing really should be stopping us at this point. We could just sail the seas and be fine. We still need a map, just know where we're going. So this is all the Sand Sea we can explore. It's just a little portion. But really, it doesn't matter how much we can explore, because every time we need to explore the Sand Sea, we're kind of railroaded into going a certain way, so it doesn't get really open until basically the end of this area. But for some reason, this ship has stamina. I don't know how that makes sense, but okay. I guess we're burning some kind of engine. Need some cooldown time. You know, if all Nintendo worlds are connected, you think these are space pirates? Man, that'd be something. Oh no, we overheated. Now time for him to dock for another couple minutes. I give him plenty of time to cool down the engine. His house is basically on a stone slab up in the middle of this mountain that looks like him. Ego much? Yeah, this guy can't go far because the time stone is inside of his boat. If he leaves the area, he's dead. It's super old after all. We're in tip-top shape. That's the better question because we're pushing it back in time. So is it old? Is it new? Ow. At least I only did 1 heart of damage. Fine. Use a bomb. Get your corpse out of my way. Hey Matt, how you doing? Why not? We save a bomb and some health. Out of curiosity, can I reach that P-hat from here? That looks close enough. No, it's just barely out of reach. Like, look at that. That barely misses. Like, maybe an inch or two off. That's so close. Oh. Eat that. Now get away. I can't believe that opened up the flower on top of the cactus, too. That's a new one. Alright. There's gonna be some stuff dropping here, so, bomb. Roll. Jump. Explode them, please. I think the first one missed, so here's the second bomb. And then they all died. At Decent's Day, you decided my sinuses give me a lot of issues. Ooh, sorry to hear that. And Mr. Otter, how you doing? Oh, heard the coughing thing? I have no idea what you're talking about, so nope, I've not heard. I think he has bugs. Let me get my net ready. Yep, there's an ant. Gimme. Another one? Oh yeah, another ant. Okay, remember how I earlier complimented the targeting reticle being more generous in this game for claw shots? Well, it doesn't count trying to hit things off center like this, because the target is not as accurate. It's good for straight on, but not an angle. Also, now these guys are having metal shields. It doesn't stop me from running over them and spin attacking to death. I'm gonna just run over you again. There you go, he's dead. Back away before he crushes me with his fat. Ow. Let me just throw a bomb at this point to be safe. I'm about ready to die. I don't want to die going through this section because I had to start from the very bottom. So that's gonna suck. Probably play this really carefully. I don't think I have any like fairies on me or anything this time. Yeah, I'm basically empty on everything. I hear that bird. Heard that bird. Nice thing about these creatures is that you can instant finish them if they land on the ground like that. So they're very easy to kill. You just have to get them out of the sky. think it's the only game that PADs exist but don't hurt you. I think you might be right on that, because I can't think of many other Zelda games where PAD exists that are just basically an object. They're not really an enemy in this game, they're more of a thing for you to use. Oh wait, no, yeah, you make a point when you said that for TP. Yeah, they were also basically an object in Twilight Princess. So, they basically reprised their role from that game here. Come here, Dragonfly. I just want to put you in my back pocket with the rest of my bugs. Got him. Alright, now before we actually hit this hookshot point, yeah, I want to be careful. They're trolls. They put a Deku Bomber there because if you're not paying attention, that Deku Bomber is supposed to be there just to kill you. You can technically hookshot here and then hookshot this other target really fast to avoid that guy, but it's not worth it. When you want to extend your tail, there you go. How did I not die? Because those enemies suck. That's why. The only thing that's harmful is when they do the fireball shot, since it's a spread shot. But you saw me, I used a spin attack to basically plow right through it. That makes those guys pretty worthless, in my opinion. They're not great enemies. Very weak. Also, I'm gonna bomb more for these cactuses here. Cacti? Yeah, we'll go with that. Doesn't seem like they dropped anything. That was a waste of a bomb. I was hoping for maybe something. Although they would drop hearts if I was not playing in hero mode, so I guess there's that. Oh crap. Well, at least that doesn't kill me. If this was any other Zelda game, falling like that, I'd be dead. But not in Skyward Sword. There we go. Got it this time. Alright, that's the end of our journey. We finally made it. Now I'm gonna hook shot up here real quick. And you can hear why. More bugs. Just gonna scoot over to the side. Don't mind me, just doing a crab walk. There's still another one. Crab walking. Got him as he was flying. Good. Alright, well, we're done. Let's actually enter the building. Luckily for me, there's a stool here so I can sit. Spike gets really upset though. We need to find the C chart, but I need to take a break. Every Wii game tells me I need to take a break every 15 minutes. I'm taking my damn break. It's been a while since we last used the Gust Bellows. Here's a use for it again. Really? Objects in sand are weird. If they're fully exposed, it doesn't always count as them being interactable. So in the case of that pot, clearly we should have been able to slash it, but it wasn't out of the sand enough to technically interact with. Kind of weird. There's robots in here. Are they Skipper's family? I don't know their family per se, but these are definitely people he knows. Either it's his parents or I think more crew members. Because he talks about his parents like helping send him off and such in this room. To jump ahead here a bit, we do help Skipper's crew and they're all reunited by the end of this portion of Lanayru Desert. Except the two people in here. They never come back to life. So there are two people still lost to time, unfortunately. I work schedule told me I have 2 breaks, and gosh darn, I'm taking my breaks. So there's the ship, but look at his army. Skipper's crew is big. That's a big crew. You know, seeing that picture, it makes you think. Where'd all these guys go? When we get to the sand ship, there's maybe like a 1/6 of these guys there. Like, not even a 1/6. It's insane. So he has a letter here from the crew. Well, I believe one of these is more important. Yeah, right here. This one I really want to look at. Dear Dad, good luck at work. I think that's the only 2 I can read, because I can't read this top one. But one of these 2 robots here could actually be the dad. I'm not sure. They never really explicitly say who these robots are. You kind of just have to draw the conclusions on your own. Also, nice Titanic reference. Whenever there's a boat, there's always got to be a Titanic. Ooh, they came back. I hear you, bugs. Alright, well, I'm going for all these bugs because I'm not making any potions in this playthrough. They're great for money. Alright, so we have a choice at this point. We can either take this contraption, and we can slide all the way down to the center area where we were before, and then use the other pulley, slide down, and we're back at the boat. Or we can go skydiving. I'm gonna go skydiving. You can see why. Look at that treasure chest. I want it. So much money I can't carry! Oh wait, no, I can. Oh, never mind. I was thinking it was closer to the max than I actually was. I can hold 10 more rupees, I think. Actually, no. Am I at max? What can I hold? 1,200. Not even close. Never mind. I'm thinking I'm way closer to max than I actually am. Because some other Zelda games at this point, this would kind of be max. Here's your stupid map, Skipper. Now can we sail to more places than this? Yeah, so that's how much more area we get to explore now. Instead of just this area, get this tiny little portion over here. It's not much. It's really not that much more. Should have probably put a beacon there so I can actually see where I'm going. Make this a little bit easier. Oh, wait, what? Okay. I don't know how that counted as me hitting the rock. It was a good 3 feet away, but sure game. I couldn't even turn. There's too big of an invisible wall on these rocks. You know, for a shipyard, there's not many ships here. Call this roller coaster yard. That'd be more accurate. Very deadly looking run. Like, who played Roller Coaster Tycoon didn't finish the roller coaster? Come on, killing people isn't a good roller coaster, guys. That's how you lose customers. Let's go ahead and save here. It's been a little while since we last saved. Okay, this is gonna be awkward, trying to fight two of you guys. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Look at that fighting fist. He's so ready to punch me. Good thing I just saved at this owl bird statue. I'm never gonna stop calling you guys owl statues. I play too much Majora's Mask. Does a whip do anything on you guys? That kind of stuns you for a quick second. Can I put this away, please? Thank you. I guess I'm pressing B, but nothing's happening. Don't mind me, I'm just picking up your tail. Let's start guarding. Thank you. Also meant to do a vertical, but sure. If a horizontal spin works, I'll take it. I'm not worried about my health here. I just want to make sure I don't die. I believe there's a stool in here to sit on. Yeah, here you go. You can talk to this guy to learn more about this roller coaster section. Now you can tell me to safety. Just read it, eh? Come on. Well, it sounds like you found your calling. That's good, I guess. I'm gonna just read. I'm not gonna read. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna just do some dancing. The reading would just told me, hey, you can tilt left and right, and doing this around turns will give you more speed, and then you can also hit a brake, but a lot of this is just pretty easy to figure out. There's the first section. Pretty safe and pretty easy. It's the second roller coaster ride that gets a lot more complex. And dangerous. Get away from me. Look at that, I didn't have any stamina. A bunch of them latched on, but those creatures never even did damage. That is insane. And so here's another cart. But if we didn't want to do this anymore for some reason, say you need to go quit right now, you can just take this pulley down and get back to the beginning. So if you didn't want to do anymore, you got an option out, but you're already this far, just do the second ride. Minecarts! Insert the Donkey Kong Country music here. Minecart levels are always some of the more fun ones in Donkey Kong Country, for Auto Shores at least. I remember the ones in DKC 3, they were kind of fun, but they're also really difficult compared to the ones in 1 and 2. Like, it felt like it was so much easier to clip something in the ones in 3, which would mean you die. Ah, there you go. And we're done. Easy as that. Got another bird statue here if you want to save. But I'm good. Famous last words going into this section. Yeah, this definitely looks like where you can store a ship, but there's no ship here. Master, please dust. This place is filthy. Oh, a few more robots you can't save. Yeah, this place is littered with robots you can't save. Gee, I wonder what this lump in the sand could be. I would hate this to be a boss we already found in one of our previous dungeons. Oh no, it's a boss we already found in one of our previous dungeons. Who would have guessed? Well, now we can go ahead and stun this guy even easier because we have a claw shot, so we don't waste any ammo. And we also have an upgraded sword, so this guy is not going to be nearly as difficult to kill at this point, because we can actually take him out even easier now. How did I miss? That was weird. There. Stabby, stabby. And that is that. Even easier than the first time we fought him. Not just because we had a better sword, but I got him stuck in a corner. If you can corner this guy, stabbing him in the eye is so easy. Master, there's no boat here. You don't say. I could fight those lizards again, but why? They killed me the first time. I don't want to do it again. That'd be stupid. Well, that's not that far away. That's convenient. Let me move this marker up to here. Tighten up whatever you humans have, 7 bolts. Alright, I'll tighten up my pants, I guess. That's all I got that has a belt. If he knew the pirates stole the ship, why didn't we go there first? Yeah, Skipper isn't the smartest captain. He kind of leads you around on this wild goose chase. And at the end here, Fi basically just gives us the dowsing ability for the ship, and we just look for it ourselves. Like, you know what? We're done. We're not going anywhere else you say, Skipper. We're going where I say to go. And then we find it in like a minute or two at that point. We show him up fast after this. What's so scary? Just a mouth being closed? That's a lot of keys. And all the electric keys, so if I don't kill them fast, they kill me. Whip them good. Oh, I didn't think I was close enough to scare them all away. Guess I'll just get me some bombs. Which puts me right back up at full, which is very convenient. Alright, let's go ahead and enter this building. Nothing else we can really do in the outside. It's more or less just getting some supplies. This is where I put my time shift stone. If I had one! Now we gotta find a stone. Find the stone, then we can make progression. It really just opens up a door. Not really the best. You know what? Yeah, just leave what I got. You know what? You're making me nervous. That's a good thing we got our bombs back. Take that guy out immediately. Master, take a look at this. It's me in the cutscene. Yeah, so the gimmick of this little area is that we actually get to take this time shift orb and then walk it through the entire facility. This is a really cool idea. I really like this. This is something that should have been used a lot more, honestly. They did use this a couple times in the game. I think it's like maybe 3 at most. But look at this. You want to try to murder me? Alright, see you later. Now your bones. Alright, let me get the scatter shot ready. Now you can also throw and roll this thing. I don't know why you would roll it, because this is what happens when you try to roll this thing. What do you expect? That thing is not a ball. I can't tell what that is. Is that an octagon? It might be an octagon. It's hard to really tell from this angle. I don't know how many sides it has. Ooh, a skull. Actually, now I'm saying I'm curious. What is this? Okay, that's way more than an octagon. It's like a D20 shape. If you don't know how to kill those things at this point, I wish you luck. You need to know how to kill the Beamos in this game when you get to this area. It's required. Hey, more money! Man, my wallet's getting pretty full. Oh, this area is really cool. Also has a good chance for these ancient flowers to show up, so I'm gonna just walk around the room for a moment trying to find me some flowers. Just walking around here looking for stuff, you can already see the gimmick here, and it's really interesting. Also, it seems like there's only one flower here, so that's a little disappointing. But at least I got one. Sometimes I've found 2 in this room. But yeah, we need to use this orb to make platforms appear for us in a very clever, thought-out puzzle platforming section. It's really cool. Also here, we need to have this close enough, but not too close because an electrical fence would turn on. So we just drop it there and be good. Like if I got too much closer, that would have been a problem. I don't want this thing to get too far away, because I'm not sure if this thing despawns if it's off the camera for too long. Back away. I believe this whole area, if you bring the time shift orb over, is surrounded by stone pillars, so I can't get too close with the orb. Wait, that dropped something? Yeah, it dropped the jelly blob. Okay. It's kind of buried into the brush. It was a little hard to see. Shouldn't despawn if you leave it off screen? I mean, I'm not sure. I never actually done that before. So, it's really hard to say. It's the Wii, so I wouldn't put anything past this Wii having limited memory for something like this. Now, since this is an orb, kind of, because an orb doesn't have square sides, but since it's a round object, I'll say, these Dekubabas want to eat it. So I'll give them something else to eat. This time shift orb is mine, not yours. It might despawn if you get to a different room, like really far away. See, that's what I'm thinking too. If I got that far, then it would probably be a problem. Oh, that's perfect, actually. That was a perfect place to drop it. I need enough ground here so I can run on. And that's perfect. Because as soon as I push this block onto the switch, it's going to close a gate in this room. So I can't get out the way I came in. But it opens up the way to where we need to go, since it opens up another gate. Which is more important at this point. That was perfect. Really? You have to turn around that moment? He's terrified of the bomb, but oh, I'm getting out of here. Is it just the one that's active? Okay. Alright, that's exactly where I need that. So, put the time shift orb in the perfect spot, since there's actually a metal grating here where this lever is, so I needed to get rid of that with the orb. You'll see it here in a moment once I bring it around. Let's be careful not to activate this guy for too long. There you go. Yeah, see, there's the grating. Ooh, more evil crystal. I'm always glad to find evil crystal of all these collectibles, because I swear, evil crystal and the goddess plumes are some of the hardest things to get in this game. I think goddess plumes especially, because they're very rare to find. It's one of those things, if you can get it from a treasure chest, you're very lucky to get it from there. It feels good every time you find one. Yeah, I need some more bombs. Get the bombs. Thank you, Link. Alright, let's get this thing slightly close to activate one of these statues. Alright, let's activate the other one. Perfect. And all that gets us right back to where we began. We did all that just to actually get this orb to the beginning room. You know, it's too bad Link didn't have hindsight to open the door and then roll the time shift orb through it. If he did that, that would have saved us like 15 minutes. Like, come on. Alright, so they want you to go out this door, hence why they opened it. And when you put the time shift orb here, they put up this gate, but You can just barely move this orb away to take away the electrical gate and then go back out the way you came. Apparently this is faster than going through that door because it puts you in a place that takes a little bit longer to hit this fight trigger we need. So just going the way you came, even though it looks goofier, is faster. It's a little weird. Because the fight trigger we're looking for is like right in the beginning of this bridge. Yeah, right here. It's 60%. That's not really that high for you, Fi. Don't normally tell me this stuff unless it's like 80 or 90. Okay, now we can douse with the boat, which definitely helps. You can definitely tell right here, pointing at this sail, there's some dowsing. I want to show this real quick. I'm not going to go for all of these because I don't have the room. If I go up here, look at that. There's a silver rupee. And over there, at those other two statues, there's 2 more silver rupees. You can get 300 rupees in this section. It is actually insane. But I am maxed, so I can't go for them. I need to actually empty my wallet. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm gonna do a bit warp back to Skyloft. I gotta need to find some stuff to buy at this point. I got nothing. I got no room. What do I do? I mean, I could buy some bombs. That's something, I guess. Problem is, a lot of the stuff I want to buy, I'm restricting myself in this kind of playthrough for, so it wouldn't really make sense to buy. I don't want to buy any potions, so that basically takes all that out of the equation. Could always buy a heart medal to use for the dowsing option. You know, you got a point, because that is the only way to get hearts to spawn in hero mode. Actually, now you say that, I'm not in particular wanting a heart medal. But there's stuff at Beetle we can get. I can help. Let's see who's in the shop first because I kind of have to do this to get Beetle to spawn. Are you kidding me? I'm at half health, Fi. Be quiet. I don't even have beeping. Why is Fi telling me, get health, idiot? That is weird. Actually, wait a minute. Can I even buy these? I think I'm full. Yeah, he's denying it, so I am full on bombs. Alright, fine. How much are your seeds? I would like to buy 1 seed. At least I can carry these. I got just about 10 seeds to replenish 2. I don't need the shields. I'm not getting any of the upgrade stuff because they're kind of useless. Let me see if there's any weapons that I can upgrade. Nah, that's what I thought. My shield doesn't matter because it's fully regenerated. I can taunt to the fortune teller, get a random hint for something I don't need. Yeah, we're just going to Beetle. Okay, that was weird. Link, can you please grab the rope? Why is this the hardest thing to grab in the entire game? I just want to climb. If I want more hearts, I can buy this for an absurd 800, which I can technically afford. But we could be even stupider and buy a bug medal, which does nothing really for us at this point because we have so many bugs and we haven't used them at all. I don't like money. Why not? Let's buy it. I can't hold it though, so item check, it goes. I believe that slot doesn't get filled with something, so as soon as I buy that bug medal, it doesn't have anything else to restock in the place. But the adventure pouch, I knew that would trigger someone. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm not gonna put anything in it. Another limitation on this challenge. No adventure pouch slots. Just the default 4 is all I get. I've been coming a lot recently. I've been here twice. You know, come here just to see me. Here, you know what? We'll be nice. Yes, it's true. Well, that felt weird. I wonder if that's related to a side quest. Yeah, so since I'm not doing the quest, I'll explain what that was. After a while at the check-in station, this lady starts falling in love with us for some reason. Like, she doesn't even know Link. But the more she's there for the quest, like, the more she's just really getting fond of you. You know what? Sure, I'll take a drink. If it's free, I take it. What did I just drink? I swear, if I collapse after drinking that, I'll be dead, but when I'm alive, I'm coming back for you. Man, those are really spread out bird statues. Look at all the spread out here. It doesn't matter where we drop, because wherever we are, we gotta report back to Skipper, tell him, like, pretty much tell him what we found, and then just kind of do our own thing. I'm going to go back to the pirate stronghold because I want those rupees. I can carry them now, so I want to get them. Now I'm trying to remember, where was the optimal place to get these? I think it's up here where you get the goddess cube. I'm going over here. That's a nice looking goddess cube. Moving on. I'm not sure this is going to be the best spot to do this. We'll find out here in a moment. This beetle may have extended stamina, but it's still not great for very out there sections like this. Also, I cannot keep this thing straight for the life of me, so I'm just driving around like I've had a couple drinks. I knew that guy spiked my drink with something. He spiked it with booze, didn't he? Okay, well, see you later, world. Where's that put me? Oh, back here. Well, now that I know that jump can't make it to those barrels, I'll just go back down this way. Well, I just killed 2 ants, but I can get 1 more. Oh no, there's 2 in there. I thought I killed the second one. I guess I only killed 1. Now, you may be saying all that money I just spent was a waste and I could have just got my supplies here. You'd be right. I like wasting money. That's why I have an amiibo collection. Nah, I'm just kidding. Although, nowadays, Nintendo makes it feel like they're a waste because they don't do anything besides in Smash Bros. You can really tell Toys for Life is dead. Like, really dead. Anyway, I think the only company that's actually doing Toys for Life at this point is actually Nintendo. And it's for the amiibo for Smash, because they're not really doing amiibo for anything else. Kind of stopped that after Breath of the Wild. I mean, it's sad because they're cool little collectibles. They're pretty cheap for a little figure of one of your favorite characters, but at the same time, use-wise, they're very hit or miss. Sometimes they get great uses, and then sometimes they unlock hard mode, which you should just unlock from beating the game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Samus Returns being the piece of crap reward. Like, come on. That should have just been there for beating the game. No, instead, you gotta use an amiibo to get to the difficulty. Like, why? I have the amiibo, so I shouldn't be complaining, because I can play it on that harder difficulty. I feel bad for anyone who couldn't get a thing amiibo, because now they're really hard to find. So if you want to play that harder difficulty, you're shelling out a lot more for it, which really does suck. But now with that weird little segue topic, I'm actually going to go ahead and take a quick break here, because we could explore more, but Link needs to figure out how to get onto the ship, and right now he doesn't know how. So, yeah, we're going to take a quick break. And as Skipper looks at me very confused, we're going to go ahead and just stand here for a couple minutes. Going to get up and stretch. And when we come back, we'll be actually exploring around more of the Sand Sea, because we're finding that dang ship. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, we're back. Let's go ahead and talk to Skipper and get on a ship. I found a clue. It's called Let Me Search. You don't know where we're going. I'm taking the wheel now. Also wish there were more ways to unlock amiibo exclusive games like the Spinner and Vanilla Hyrule Warriors or the music in 3 Houses. Yeah, I wish the same. Like, the biggest problem amiibo have is a lot of their uses are pretty much things you can easily unlock in a video game behind a $15 paywall. Like, that's the biggest problem that these things have, and the games that have some of the more clever uses of amiibo, they're basically glorified DLC. So once the amiibo is out of print or just really hard to find in general, then the use case of it becomes less cool and more aggravating for people who can't find these things anymore. And that's my biggest problem. Like, one of the worst cases of this, honestly, is probably Twilight Princess HD with the Cave of Shadows. Because Cave of Shadows is a really cool little area to explore. It's a nice new exclusive area to the version of the game that has a lot of... excuse me, what's going on? I'm not pressing anything, by the way. I'm just reversing on my own. Excuse me. Skipper, I think your boat's busted. I can't go forward. What's going on? I'm unplugging my nunchuck. Okay, that was stupid. My nunchuck was screwing itself over. Let's try this again. As I was saying, one of the core yet more aggravating uses of amiibo nowadays is probably the Wolf Link amiibo in Twilight Princess HD, since it locks the Cave of Shadows behind it. And this is a really cool area, but the problem is, the Wolf Link amiibo is not the easiest thing to find, because after the game was released, shortly afterwards the thing became really rare, because there weren't that many produced. This was, remember, the time where the Wii U was dying. So it didn't really have much support at that point, and Nintendo really didn't do much in terms of restocking this amiibo until like a year and a half later or something like that. And this was more for Breath of the Wild and not Twilight Princess. So the only reason why they reprinted it is because of the other game that used it, and even that, I heard the reprint of the amiibo wasn't as common. So it was still hard for people to get a hold of it. And it locked the whole mode behind an amiibo scan, which could have easily also been, say, like a $15 piece of DLC you could have bought off the eShop in case you couldn't buy the amiibo. It feels like a big missed opportunity in a way, where after, like, say, a year of the amiibo being out, they don't just make a DLC pack for whatever the amiibo use is, if it's substantial enough. It feels weird for that reason. Because if they're not going to print it anymore, just make the mode you lock behind a DLC, so at least people can still play the mode without spending way more money than the amiibo's actually worth just to play one stupid mode. That's how I feel about the figures at this point, because they're really cool, but their uses are either very minimal, or they're really big, and now it's hard to find those amiibo because of just the fact they've been out for so long, and the stock at this point is non-existent. I mean, that's good that you have the Wolf Link amiibo to keep up Kira, because, again, that amiibo is kind of hard nowadays to find unless you're importing, because I think the amiibo is a decent price if you import. It's still not cheap, but it's good to have for games like Breath of the Wild. And then any other game that has like a small use of just owning an amiibo for X thing, like that always helps. But trying to find it nowadays is a little annoying. Another example I feel would be the Shovel Knight amiibo. Apparently lock a lot of stuff behind co-op. Yeah, that's another thing. Or at least for a while it was like this. For the Wii U version in particular, you needed to have... How was that bombs? That was clearly a rupee game. Well, rip my money. You needed, for the Wii U version exclusively, to have an amiibo of Shovel Knight in order to play the co-op mode. Later, they fixed this, I think, around the time that Spectre Torment came out and patched all console versions of the game to have co-op support. So this problem became pretty much null and void, like about a year or two later after the amiibo's release, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But for a while, yeah, the only way you could have played co-op in Shovel Knight was to own the Wii U version and an amiibo. And not too long after the amiibo came out, just like every other figure, the thing became hard to find and became very expensive. So you would have to pay a lot of money just for co-op. People were not happy. And that's why they had to update the game to fix that. Nowadays, it's like a little extra stuff that you get with the amiibo, like fairy-related things in the Nintendo version. So, like, you get more of a powered-up mini character to follow you around. So it's a nice bonus. And then some extra challenge missions, I believe, as well, which is nice. So it gives them more of a purpose without having something major locked behind it. So it's better now. That was a weird camera for a second. Just kind of turned around and just kind of stared at me. I'm gonna get the whip. Just gonna whip him. Done? Is that it? Too many of you little suckers to fight. In fact, I think that... Yeah, that actually messed my calibration up because there was so many to fight. I was waggling my remote all over the place. So now going straight means I'm holding the sword to the right. That's why they give you that calibration option in the menus. Master, look. There's a door nowhere near you. Is there keys? Yeah, these are electric keys too. I'm gonna just whip him. That'd be the safer way to kill him. Because luckily, electricity doesn't affect the whip. I'm guessing the thing's made of rubber? Let me see. Do I remember the code here? Nope. Okay, I'm not gonna go for a second attempt. If you know the code here, you can just skip this portion, but I don't remember it, so I'm gonna figure it out. There's like a very specific order you have to hit here, and it's not as easy as the one in the Ancient Cistern. So, let's figure it out. I gotta look for these little gears on the floor. Or wheels, what do you want to call them. Actually more like wooden wheels from a ship. Alright, I think that's enough blowing. I think I can figure this out now. This is a specific code, and I'm trying to remember which one of these starts it. I think it's U, so it should be up, down, right, down. Wait a minute. No, the order's wrong. Hang on. Okay, I think this one over here is the third one. No, it's the first one. Okay. You gotta pay attention to the red portion here because the red means what order it is. So this is number 1. So it's down, and up, and down, and right. Okay. There we go. That code's the same every time you play, so if you already know it, you can just enter the code and go. But it's been a little while since I played this part, so I could not remember it for the life of me. Alright, now we need to get all the way back to the top, which is a little annoying because there's no easy way back to the beginning portion of this dungeon. I'm actually just gonna check that to be safe. We could technically leave and then come back to this dungeon, but it's not really any faster than just going all the way back the long way, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, pass keys. Whoa, that's a puzzle. Hey, more clever than the one in Ancient Cistern where it's up, down, left, right. One of the easiest combinations in any game to figure out. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough stamina. I should have waited until the thing was almost full. Yeah, this will easily make it now. I quoted for a puzzle later. I was a little confused on that one. I was like, wait a minute. That wasn't much of a puzzle. It was a good puzzle. So this is the pirate that actually took over Skipper's ship. We get to fight him. And his name is very complicated. LD002S Skirvo. Just gonna call you Skirvo for short. So the best thing to do against this guy is thrusting. Because thrusting can just basically break his armor immediately. Well, sometimes when you thrust, you may slice, so be careful of that. Push him to the edge, he'll get aggravated. Do this 2 more times, and then you win. Our goal is to push him off. Really helps to remember you have a shield bash in this fight. Also remember you can jump attack, which is the thing the game doesn't really tell you. Easy. I swear, I think the harder one to deal with is actually Phase 2. Because that's when he starts getting aggressive. Even though Phase 3, he has that electrical attack now on his hook. I feel because he doesn't have his sword, it's actually easier to hit him in Phase 3 than any other phase. So Phase 2 is the most aggressive because of that. At least that's how I feel about it. Now for killing the pirate, We got our final item in the game, the bow. This thing is really good. Yeah, look at that certain device. That's a device. I should probably sit and save. So we're gonna sit. Alright, that's good. Now we're gonna save. Alright, now it's gonna look like a little bit of a weird thing to do. But I wanna go ahead and go out here. And I'm gonna activate that target that Fi showed us. Nice thing about the bow is that you can instantly draw it by using the nunchuck's motion, and doing that is super fast. If you hold down the A button, it takes about a second for you to ready your bow properly. So if you just hold C and then pull back your nunchuck, it is super quick. You're ready to bow in an instant. And the bow is a really powerful thing to use in this game too. So being able to quick fire like this is insane. Alright, so now that I've activated the time shift stone here, they kind of lock me out. But I do believe if I can... Yeah, there you go. I want to go over here. I want to get out of this area, so I'm going to just climb here real quick. I want out. See you later. I'm going down. Oh, actually, you can't do that. Interesting. Well, if that's the case, I do remember there was an interesting quirk here, so I'm going to take an additional death here. This is on purpose. Whee! Time to drown. Now, I do believe this place is very scripted, so as soon as we do that, I'm back into this state. And now I believe... if I shoot this, I believe it stays open now. No, actually, they redo it. Okay. So I'm thinking ahead here. That does mean I have to kind of do this again, sadly. Actually, wait, what am I doing? There's barbed wire here I can interact with. Oh, no, there's not. Not in this time period. It's in the past. That's fine. I want to do this on purpose. I'll use this for back in time. I'm remembering things wrong in this section, so that's probably why I'm getting my wires mixed up here. Yeah, let's just leave from the statue. I want to leave here regardless, so I'm fine with this. Wait a minute. I keep on trying to misremember that. I've seen a speedrun this like a couple months ago, so I'm trying to remember how this works. There is a weird way where technically when you do activate this time shift stone, it will permanently stay activated, like when you leave the area, but I'm trying to think of how that works, and I'm thinking maybe it's like you leave and come back and it's fine. Something like this. Either way, I need to leave, so I'll just do it back in time to fix this. It really doesn't matter. If it's here next time, then whatever. I just want to get back to Skyloft. Hit the bomb. There you go. I just want to land right there. Now it looks like someone barely missed me. Alright, let's get out of here. What? That doesn't activate back in time? Are you kidding me? Alright, well, we got a backup plan. It's called my corrupted file. I didn't know that was one of the areas that didn't work back in time. That's a new one. Just doing some really goofy things. People are gonna be like, what the heck is he doing? Why does he keep on dying? God must really suck at Zelda. I mean, you be right. That's all I'm gonna say. Just be right. And so it may seem weird that I'm leaving a dungeon in the middle of doing it, but I want to upgrade this bow immediately, because the upgraded bow in this game does so much damage. So upgrading this thing as fast as possible is ideal. Yeah, we actually have everything, but the monster claws are kind of concerning. We barely had enough, since it was even 3. So I'm wondering, do we have enough supplies to upgrade this thing to the sacred bow? If not, then we'll probably just be using the iron bow. I mean, this is already much stronger than the default bow, so we already got something better. Can we make it the best? Yes, we can! And again, we're perfect on those numbers, because 1 Goddess Plume and 2 Evil Crystal, we barely had enough supplies here. So how'd you make this thing sacred? All you got is a screwdriver and a hammer. Is using screwdriver and hammer just make things sacred? Like, is that how it works? Is that everything max upgraded? Yeah, I believe that's actually the last item we can technically upgrade in this game. Because the items that don't get upgraded is like half of them. Or just about half. You can't upgrade the bombs, so you can get more capacity. You can't upgrade the gust bellows, the whip. Yeah, okay, so it's only... And then the claw shot. Alright, so that is half. Because then you can upgrade the bow, beetle, the net, and the scatter shot. I don't think I upgraded my iron shield, so that's technically like the one thing we need to still upgrade if we wanted to upgrade stuff. But we don't care. I'm not using that shield ever again, so that gets to be iron forever. No more durability. It's not like Breath of the Wild where the shield can easily break just because I'm surfing around on the ground. Alright, so now it doesn't matter where we drop in. As long as we're in the Sand Sea somewhere, we can go ahead and talk to Skipper and he'll just take us straight back to the dungeon. So it doesn't matter where we go for this. This will work out perfectly. So we can go back to the sea, or we just go right to the ship, which is right there in the corner. Alright, now we're back. So now, let me see. Was there an easier way to do what I was thinking of? Because obviously, I still need to do this whole puzzle. Let me just go ahead and do the whole puzzle. I can't remember the speedrun strat, so I'm just going to do it the legit way. Because I know in a speedrun, or at least in the past, when they had to do this dungeon, they activated this time shift stone in such a way that they didn't have to worry about going through this whole process to unlock it. It was just permanently unlocked. But I'm not sure how that exactly works. I can't really remember right now, so I'm just going to do things legit. Look how strong our bow is. We can one-shot basically any enemy at this point. It's insane. And it has a really good range, too. Actually, no. We're not going to activate that right now. See ya! I heard that. Go, my beetle! Get whatever that just dropped. No! I'm not gonna make that now, aren't I? No, it's already gone. Dang, dude. I wanted that. I think that was even a gold skull, too, so I really missed out. Alright, let's take the pulley. Come on, Link. That grab option takes forever to show up. It's weird. Now, the only weird thing about the bow in this game, I think it's because of how fluid they wanted to make the motion controls for sword combat compared to all the items. In order to quick draw the bow, it's as easy as just pressing C and then quickly flipping around the nunchuck. It doesn't matter if you're flipping it forward or backwards, that will quick draw your bow. So it's a little... Okay, I don't know how that worked, but I turned the sword left and I turned the dial right. That is not how that's supposed to work. A little weird. As I was saying, you can easily flip the nunchuck in any direction. It's just looking for the motion of you moving the nunchuck. As long as you're doing that, it'll instantly snap the bow in place. It doesn't feel as intuitive as using a bow compared to something like Wii Sports Resort, which does a fantastic job at simulating a bow use. I get why it's not really the case in this game, because again, I think they wanted to make the motion controls as fluid to swap between items and sword combat. So making you hold like the Wii Remote vertically and then like pull back the nunchuck like you would an actual string on a bow and arrow, kind of like how Wii Sports Resort does it. I think that would probably make things too complicated and would have made it much harder to swap back and forth between the bow control and just the standard motion control combat for the sword play. It would have been cool if they took that approach, but I get why they didn't. Didn't know you can land on that. Interesting. I'm mainly down here for this. Now I'm going to draw a rupee this time, game, and you better recognize its money. It's going to be the best looking rupee. Oh, I think I already screwed it up for the game's pattern of recognizing a rupee. How is that hearts? I can't dowel, so I can't even show, hey look, I can dowel for hearts in this game. Like, come on. I'm not going to open this chest, but this one here, this is a really hard one to get to because you'll see this on the map. Like if I go away a little bit here. And let me swap to a different floor. Oh no, it won't show up because I don't have the map right now. But if you get the dungeon map, it shows a treasure chest right here. And you'll be wondering, how do I get that? That's the chest, and inside is a piece of heart. This is one of the very few dungeons that does a piece of heart in it, so that's why I'm not getting it, because I don't want a piece of heart. Actually, is there barrels here? I need some arrows. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, we're shooting an arrow to the sky. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I can't technically go this way yet because the doors are both shut over here. I thought they unlocked after I cleared the sequence. Alright, go back up. And now to shoot down again. This is getting really awkward. That boat needs to be down below because then I won't have an easy way to get back up here. How can you not vault over that, Link? Come on. Link, open, please. You know, actually, let's check this bird statue and save it. Just to be safe. This hallway always being a dead end bugs me. It feels like there should be something here, but there isn't. No, stay away from me. Now Fi's like, hey, you can do things here. And I know. I want to see something. Okay, well that can go through there, which is a little weird. You can't get this out. But I thought of that. And what you're really supposed to do is this. But there's something in particular about this section I'm trying to remember. And I'm gonna have to look it up here real quick because I don't remember the specifics. But there is a way you can actually crash your game in this area. But I just can't remember the specifics. It involves the beetle hitting that time stone. So I'm gonna look it up here while we get the map. Okay, I was thinking kind of ahead. This is later on in the dungeon that you can crash it. I'm trying to see what room is this in particular. Oh, I think I know which room this is. This is near the end of the dungeon. Okay, so I'll remember that for later. Oh, here's the wall. That's a puzzle moment. Oh yeah, this. Where it's just basically shoot up. Yeah, it's not hard. So wait a minute, hit these. Give me arrow. Can it be a sniper? Oh, can't snipe fast. I need to disable the time again. Look at that slowdown. Nice thing about these creatures, now I can shoot them with an arrow and kill them that way. Save me some bombs. It looked like it opened that door for some reason. It did not. Man, those bats now before they cause problems. Really? That clanged? There. Didn't clang this time. Is there a peek out point here, or is it just the other room I'm thinking of? Has to be just the other room. I'm really mixing up this dungeon. I've only played through this one once, so that's probably why. I really like this dungeon, but because it's technically the same thing when you're going back through in the time shift portion, it's just the puzzles change. It's hard to remember a lot of the specifics for that reason. Like, I'm remembering the layout, but I'm not remembering when do you have to activate the time shift stone, or when to deactivate it. Like, open the door. I'm right next to it pressing A. Alright, so there's two of these generators we need to activate. That's the first one. The second one's literally next door. So it's not going to be hard to activate it. Arrows, please. Oh, I need to snipe you. There we go. That's how we can finally get outside. A lot of work to get to this point. But we're finally here. Now here's why we need to do that. Need to get out here, and we need to hit the time shift stone. So unfortunately, need to raise this up just to hit the time shift stone, and then we gotta go back down the boat. Also, is this the area I'm thinking of where I can technically soft lock it? I'm gonna try it here in a minute, not right now, because that would be stupid. I don't want to crash my game because of trying to experiment a little too early. Get out of here, Keys. I might as well kill the air too. Alright, there you go. That's both of the generators active. So now that bottom area we can actually explore. Which is good, because I want to do that now. I'm trying to think. What's the closest statue? Probably should do it like this. Going back the way I came actually make a lot more sense. How did I fire? Alright, so I'm doing all this just so I can make a safety save. A lot of work just to save. But it'll be worth it. Give me those arrows. And now I believe you have to be in a very specific spot to do this, because I believe you just try to use your beetle like here, this won't work, because I think it runs out of stamina. But we'll find out. Oh yeah, I think it's basically out of stamina right now. Maybe if I get like slightly closer. Yeah, you can't reach it from here. So they knew. They knew better. Like, please stop taking out the bow. I'm actually gonna shoot that down early because I believe you can technically jump onto this boat. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah, you barely can make that. Is it not this room? No, it's not this room. I can do this. I'm still not remembering what room to go to for this stupid soft lock. I'm so glad I made the safety save in case I find it early. Let's just continue to actually explore. I thought that was it because the grates lined up perfectly. Wow, I was very close to being crushed. Little secret area here for you. If you can climb the ladder, there's some goodies up here. Bunch of treasure. You want it. This stuff is good stuff. A lot of collectibles and a lot of money. Just ran out of these, so getting our evil crystal is always nice. That's a lot of money. More evil crystal. With a derpy Link. You found the booty. Sadly, there's no booty. It's just money. Link wants the physical booty. He saw an image going around with Zelda and Smash. He just wants the physical booty, man. That's all of them. So 3 collectibles, 200 rupees. Pretty good. He wants the Zelda buff. You know, it'd be something if they actually did buff her, like, side B attack. Because then it's like, okay. Well, no, not side B. I'm thinking of Peach. Then you can buff her booty. Why not? I don't think that move's that great. What's a move that Zelda would use her butt for in Smash? It's kind of hard to really... This is a weird thing to think about. But I'm trying to think what would give that buff a meaning. I don't play Zelda much, so I'm not thinking of it right off the top of my head. Link, grab it. Why is that the hardest thing to use your whip on? Alright, I want you guys to pay attention to this room. There are 3 scared robots here. Pay attention to the number of robots, because we're freeing them. But notice how many walk away. This one here is telling us about where we need to go for the flame, which definitely helps. And we got a key to actually get the real key we need for the boss door. Alright, so there's where we need to go. Alright, but this guy is getting out of here. There he goes. A mile an hour, mind you. He's not very that fast. Alright, that's it. That's the only one that leaves. The other two are just suddenly gone, but that was the only one that actually leaves the area. A little strange when you think about it, but yep, they left, alright. We have to kind of go back out of the way we came, unfortunately. There's an electrical barrier in our way, so we can't go out that way. We have to go back out this crawl space. It's really not that big of a deal because we made a shortcut here so we can get out. And they have instant transmission. If they do, then why didn't they leave earlier? It's like that one scene from Dragon Ball Z Bridge where Goku forgot he had instant transmission. It's like, did he just forget he can do that? Your father's an idiot. Hey, welcome back here. That was food. It was food. Well, that's good to know. Glad it wasn't something like plastic. Ah, that's right. I gotta go back outside just to hit the switch so I can actually go through one door. Now I vaulted the dang road. Fence. Maybe that'll knock some sense into me. All that just for a stupid roll. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Yeah, it's funny. The days I choose to stream, usually the days I actually do more stuff and I'm tired. That does not work out in a good way. But to be fair, it also makes some of the weirdest yet funniest content. I believe this is the room I'm thinking of that can have the soft lock. Well, actually, it's more of a hard lock, but it doesn't make a loud sound, so at least it's that. You know what I should do? I'm gonna actually solve the puzzle here first, and then try this stupid thing. Don't blame me, I gotta work overtime again this week. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's, what, 2 weeks in a row at this point? Will that make you want to do an overtime week? Not great. Ooh, golden skull. Give me that. Yes, the nice thing about these BMOs now is since we have arrows, we can one-shot them. So this makes it so much easier now to fight BMOs. That arrow just sticking onto the floor? I'll take it. Look, 1 arrow. I'm so amazed. I didn't know that would have both a 10 back. Well, that was kind of a waste. Ow. I'm just trying to shoot you in the eye. Let me shoot. Alright, so now we got the squid carving, which is our boss key. Fi's like, hey, that's a key. Like, yeah, I know. Alright. Let us save. Because I'm going to do something that's going to be stupid. But I want to see if this works. If this is actually what I think it is, and I have 1.0, it should easily work, but I don't think this glitch I'm thinking of actually was ever patched, so it shouldn't matter. Yeah, I can easily fit through that hole. I just gotta go quicker. Okay, come on. Get through the hole. This is awkward. I really want to make sure you can't get the beetle out, but it is possible. I can see that correct. Let me get a better angle. Okay, how was it done in the video? I swear I'm hitting this thing in the right corner, but something's happening. Oh, I see. Alright, hang on. Oh, I pressed the stupid button game. Come on. That hitbox on the fan is enormous. Like, I did not hit the propeller, and it counted as the propeller. Okay, that time I was actually hitting the propeller. I want to try this a couple more times, and I'll just give up on this crash. Because I do want to get a move on eventually, but I really want to see this since we're right here. So, yeah. I'll give this a couple more tries, like I said, then we're going to move on. Jesus, stupid fan hitbox, dude. It's not as easy as the video I pulled up. They just go through with no problem. Like one try for them. Like timing. Well, the thing is, I believe you're supposed to hit the time crystal for this crash in the future, or the past. But this is technically the past. So I believe you're supposed to hit it like this for the crash to work. Because yeah, it would in theory be easier when the blades aren't moving. Let me see if that is a thing. I think the trick with this is you're using the blade to kind of clip the beetle out of the grating. I think that's technically how this is supposed to work. Yeah, because it just bounces back off of the invisible walls. So you're technically using... Yeah, it is invisible wall all over the place. So you're using the fan blades to push it out of bounds. And back into bounds in a way. Let me check this video again, see what I'm doing wrong. Oh, wait, actually doing one thing wrong. Let me go back real quick. My positioning's bad. I need to be outside this door. Or actually, wait a minute. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well do this. A lot of unnecessary crap. The video I'm watching here, it's the son of a glitch episode on this. They're getting like basically right next to the fan, and then they are speeding up the second they're about ready to hit the fan blades. And by doing that, then it causes the fan blade to push the beetle out of bounds. And then like go through the wall. And then it's easy to do the rest. But the timing on it's awkward because of the fan's always in a different spot when I'm doing this. There you go. Okay, I got it. Let's go. Oh, are you kidding me? I had it. I'm like out of energy. Alright, let me try this again. That was the right idea, but I ran out of energy. This is weird when you're right there, next to the wall, and then the area just goes black screen. That is really weird looking. Okay, my finger nudged Z. I hope that doesn't screw me. Are you kidding me? Right there, dude. I don't like where my arm is for this beetle. It's like right next to the wall, which also doesn't help. Dude, I just want to crash my game. Dude, the stupid hitbox. It's so big. This will be worth it. At least for me, it will. Now I know I can do it. Now I'm just stupidly determined. So apologies if this is going to be another 10 minutes of the stream. Dude, it's in the time crystal. You can't tell me it doesn't count for hitting it. Dude! Now I'm getting mad. Got it! Yeah, we did it. We crashed the game. That's the stupidest way to crash. The game was never programmed so that if the beetle hits a time ship stone like this in the Lanayru stand ship, it is never programmed for it, and it just hard locks. I have to turn off my console now. Can't even push the power button on my Wii remote. No home button. Nothing. At the hard reset. We did it! We broke the system. And that counts as a death. For anyone wondering, that goes to the death total. I guess while we're waiting, guys want some homebrew? Oh, good, the game's loaded. My nunchuck is connected. I just turned off the system and back on. My controller has not changed. Yeah, homebrew is amazing. Nowadays, there's no reason to have a Wii without homebrew on it. It's just... It's such a powerful tool. It's the Swiss Army knife of the Wii. Because it lets you do so much stuff. You don't need to worry about buying a region-different system if you want to play an import game. Just install the homebrew channel, and now you have a region-free system. Because with homebrew apps, you can vault off the fence again. You can easily play import games with homebrew apps and get around the region locking. Things like USB loader, NeoGamma, WeFlow, stuff like that is easy. I could use homebrew, but I only have a Wii U. Homebrew that. Homebrew on Wii U is also really useful for both the Wii side and the Wii U. It's more useful for the Wii side of the Wii U, but it's still a pretty powerful tool. What am I doing down here? I'm gonna take the shortcut. Take the boat. I will say, just for people, if you do want to use homebrew on your system, it doesn't matter which one. This always goes with precaution. Make sure you know what you're doing when you're installing homebrew stuff and any extra files onto your game console. Because there's a very good chance that you're just gonna brick it, making it a complete paperweight if you don't do things right. Read the guides, watch walkthroughs, like, do everything careful. Because I have actually done that once before by installing a bad version of Preloader on a Wii. I didn't know it was a bad copy, apparently, when I downloaded it, but from the site I downloaded, it was a corrupted file. So when I installed it on my Wii, the thing bricked. I got lucky because I backed up the whole system, so I was able to recover my system files, but if I didn't have that backup, I would have had a broken Wii. So be very careful you use homebrew. Look up the files and make sure you read every little piece of a guide to make sure you don't install the wrong thing. It is very easy to do that. Alright, this key, I can't remember exactly how it goes. I'm just going to be fiddling with it until I find the right way to slot this in. This is a weird shaped key, as you can tell. So this is one of the harder puzzles to figure out. Also, looks like that's a Pokeball right in the center. That is literally the Pokeball. You guys didn't even try. There you go. Pokeball facing downwards. This boss fight doesn't make sense. It kind of comes out of nowhere in terms of just context. Yeah. It's a weird boss. So we open up this boss door here, which is supposed to be the hull of the ship. And now, there's just random tentacles coming out from the middle of the ship. So we got a creature wanting to destroy things, but there's nothing in here. So opening that door was a waste of time. But now the door is just gone. Like, we opened it, and now it just suddenly disappears. Like, okay. Over here, this whole portion's wrecked. Bird statue's mysteriously gone. And here's some more tentacles. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Link, hold your butthole. Just hold the butthole and make sure nothing gets in. Alright, so here, if I say we can go ahead and use the sacred power, which is this. Skyward strikes will cut the tentacles immediately. Also, I hope you like Donkey Kong. There's gonna be a lot of rolling barrels. Oh no, water in my ankles. Yeah, so I can't go back down anymore. To be fair, there's no reason to, because there's nothing down there. Alright, so now we got more tentacles coming up here, and we could use the Skyward Strike again. Wait, why did I slide upwards? That was weird. So we could use Skyward Strike here again, but it's actually faster and easier just to use your bow. So I'm going to just shoot the tentacles, because luckily you can also shoot the tentacles and that will destroy them too. You don't just need your Skyward Strike. It makes things easier, but it's not required. Now this point here, I don't understand. Vi warns you up ahead, there's this powerful creature that's waiting right behind this door. But here's the weird part. Not her warning you about this, because that makes sense. This part. Make all necessary preparations before exiting the outside of the ship. Vi, how do I prepare myself? I can't leave. The ship is flooded. I can't go back the way I came. There's no bird statue here so I can leave the dungeon and actually get supplies. What she means by prepare yourself is prepare yourself mentally, because I can't do anything else. I can equip a shield. There you go, I'm prepared. That's all you can do. That line doesn't make much sense. I wanted to say something, but I realized it would confirm how much of a degenerate I am. The truth comes out. Aren't we all degenerates at heart, though? But welcome the boss of the sand ship. Tantalus. Tantalus here is kind of a pushover. Like, this is not much of a boss fight, if you want to be honest. It's just there. It can have its moments where it can feel difficult, but it's really not that bad. No, I don't want the beetle. Put that away. Nice thing is every time I shoot one of these tentacles, he's dropping 10 arrows, so that really does help. I say aim for that eye. Shoot it, and now Tantalus is stunned, so let's wail on her. There you go, now just do that a couple more times, and that's the fight. Like, this fight is not that hard at all. The second phase is much harder, but it's only because Tantalus kind of spams the tentacles on the head at you. It's a very predictable boss fight. I'm putting away the bottom link. I'm trying to put away my arrows, and every time I do that, I pull out a different weapon. Like, should be fine. He's a boy. Not really. I've heard of plenty of hentai. I don't care about that. Look, see? Link just got pounded. There, that is phase one. Looked like I wasn't saying it on anything for a moment, which was a little weird. I haven't seen anyone with a male target, that's why I made the joke to begin with. We live in a new age. I'm not sure because I don't really watch that stuff, so I wouldn't know, but could easily have that. Nunchuck? Are we gonna do that again? Really? Alright, fine, I'm unplugging and plugging it back in. Why is my nunchuck wanting to constantly drift tonight? People talk about Joy-Con drift? Nah, man. We nunchuck drift. Alright, this is gonna look weird, but I'm jumping off. If you do that, it actually resets the eye timer on Tantalus. So now I can just immediately get ready to attack here soon. Or not, because the thing just wants to murder me. Okay, hi. How you doing, Tantalus? Can we talk? Well, I'm drowning today. That's why we had the ferry. So much for that speedrun trick. I did exactly what a speedrun does, and I was like, nah, dude. This is where the fight gets hard. This is where I feel like the challenge of Tantalus is actually there, but even then, it's still not that bad. Now I'm just gonna take it easy. And for some reason, I get hit after slashing off the tentacle? Okay, that makes no sense. Sure, game, let's do that. These tentacles have a stupid hitbox. I don't like them. As you see, the eye's open, so if I could just hit the stupid eye, this would be nothing now. Alright, I don't know how that counted, but sure. That was a really stupid phase 2. Nothing worked as it was intended. I shot the eye when I really didn't mean to. Like, I swear, I hit its nose, not the eye. And every time I chopped off a tentacle, it still hurt me. Does that make sense? And now the sand ship is fully destroyed. Now they'll never be able to sail the sand seas again. Oh, I wanted the backflip. Game wouldn't let me backflip. Didn't have enough time. The flames of Lanayru barely change your sword's look. Neat. It's more white now. The real thing it does is it gives us 8 dowsing targets instead of 4. Why? This is the worst upgrade you get for your sword by far. It's neat, but the problem is all the dowsing targets you get, not really the most useful. Like, this is more for side questy stuff. So there's things here that can help for, like, say the side quest for getting happiness crystals. That is one of the dowsing targets you can get now. But besides that one, the rest I feel are kind of useless. Oh wait, no, there's also one that can sense out the goddess cubes. That one's actually kind of helpful. But then the rest don't help at all. There's 2 out of the 4 now you can get that help. The other 2 are useless. One's for money, and then one's for, like, any collectibles. Which both suck. They don't help at all. But here's an interesting thing. We can actually go ahead and make our way back to the sand ship now. And I just want to show this. We're going to the sea. So we can easily just show this off. So you may be wondering this whole time, we never went this direction. What's over here? That's the sand ship. So once you actually destroy the sand ship, it's marked on your map and you can go ahead and sail over here. It's the most useless location to go to because Skipper can just automatically take you here, so it's not really one I find that helpful. But if you decide to come back to the sand ship after you defeat the dungeon, look at that. One of the robots here is just chilling on the deck. So if I go and activate the time shift stone, I'll bring them all back to life. Now they're all back. And if we actually talk to these guys, you're like, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and set out for more glorious quests. So they're going to continue on and actually just sail around the seas. So we definitely helped the crew here, but more interesting enough is how they did this so quick. One of them actually explains how this happened. So I want to go ahead and find that little robot. which is over here. Also, in case you missed the heart container, it's right here. You can easily just come back and pick it right back up. It's just sitting here now with the flame. But this guy I want to talk to. The protection of the flame is what allows us to fix the ship so quickly. Yeah, you're not kidding. Within a minute, you fix the ship. Like, just... Holy crap, guys. You're very quick. Alright, let's go ahead and take a seat. Need to take a load off. Cover some energy. Alright, let's get out of here. We're gonna save and quit. Because now we need to make our way back to the sky. Actually, wait a minute. I think the fastest way to do this at this point, because we're going back to the Island of Songs. Locations are hard. We're going back there, so I just need to make my way back to a standard bird statue so we can fly. I think that I avoided all tornadoes. If you fly low, then you can easily avoid these things spawning. I think I was low enough. Now just to fly angular into the cloud. Does that make sense? That's a nice looking rainbow over there, but it doesn't connect to anything. It's just kind of a floating rainbow. A little weird looking. Alright, let's go ahead and learn our fourth song? Yeah, this should be fourth, because Battle of the Goddess was the first one. And then we got 2 songs here already, so this would be number 4. Oh, they're changing things up. Now there's a statue in the center. You got the mood killer, Din's Power. So that is our final song we need for the final trial. Spoilers, no it's not. There's still one more song for one more trial. This is just the final one we need for the sequence to power up our sword. But at that point, saying that, that does confirm that we are done with this island. There's no more things for us to learn here. No more songs, there's no other unlockables here. We're done with the island songs, so we're not coming back here ever again. There's no real reason. We'll be back at this portion of the sky, but we'll not need to actually come back into this building. So now to get back to the center of the map a little bit easier. Time to go back in time. Every time I do this, I could just hit the physical reset button on my Wii. But it's so far away. It's all the way down there on the floor, basically. I mean, it's on a shelf, but might as well be on the floor and how low the shelf is. Like maybe a foot off the ground. I don't want to do that. Hit my mic in the process. Have to reset up my chair. I'll be lazy. Gonna hit the home button. To be fair, if this was the Wii U, I wouldn't be able to hit a reset button, because what's a reset? Link. Thank you. I missed the reset button. I can't practice that speed tech. Maybe someday. Yeah, if I was actually a serious speedrunner, I used my Wii, it'd be on my desk. That's what all the serious speedrunners do. They put their console on the desk. If I did that, I'd probably want to get another component cable to make the run a little bit easier. Alright, so I already know where I need to go. Right here. This is where we need to drop down, because it's right around the center of Eldin Volcano is where the trial is. Oh, I can douse the trial. Oh, cool. That's really gonna help. Bye, I found it. I didn't need to downs, I just found it. It's just sitting right here. You would have never believed it. Trial, please activate. Jeez, these things are so stupid. Okay, that was perfectly in rhythm game. I disagree. Okay, please, Link. I'm holding the thing left and it's going right. Oh, jeez, the stupid harp. There's something off with this calibration, isn't it? Yeah, that's not perfectly centered. Ugh. If your controls are not 100% calibrated correctly for the harp, it has a freak out. Seriously, I like a lot of things about this game. The harp, on the other hand, this thing I can throw in the Eldin Volcano and I wouldn't lose sleep. Link, seriously, can you just use the harp? Thank you. And would you believe that there is a mini game that you have to play for a piece of heart accurately with the harp? Out of all the songs that we learned in this game for these sacred trials, this one's probably the weakest when you perform it, because when you learn it, I really like the song. But when you play it to open up the sacred trial gate, yeah, it kind of sucks, because Link just kind of strums around with the harp, and it's pretty bad. I like the other two rewards of the trial. This one's kind of not super amazing. Yeah, because this one's literally a super situational item that's used for 2 rooms in the game. And it gives you extra resistance for fire damage. It's not that helpful. Swimming is more helpful than this. No, we don't need to ask the questions. I've done 3 of these at this point. This is my 3rd one, but technically I did the 2nd one twice because I'm stupid. And it was just the wisdom. Really? Usually there's a dust relic behind that. Well, that wasted a lot of my time. There we go. First tier. Yeah, that mini game where you have to play the harp pretty accurately is one of the worst in the whole game. It is very unresponsive. You think you can do amazing in the mini game, and then they say, "Oh yeah, that was pretty bad. Try again." Like, it's so unforgiving. It doesn't help when the harp already is a very inaccurate, unforgiving instrument. So to have a mini game tied to it really does suck. Oh boy. This isn't gonna end well, because there's a guy right here ready to kill me. Yeah, I had a feeling. That counts as a death. I hate that stupid guardian. It's a stupid spot. Because if you're caught and you have to climb up that ledge, that basically is an insta-kill. It's so hard to run past him. It sucks. Oh, not again. That guy turns it a really awkward way, too, so that doesn't help. I'm going to wait a minute and lower this guy down here as he clips through the floor. That's pretty nice. I should have a little more time to climb this now. Or Link could just vault infinitely. Are you kidding me, you idiot? Just climb the ledge before you die. Man, Link, you're so stupid. You almost cost me everything again. Give me a Dusk Relic. I deserve it after all that stress. And I got like no Dusk Relics from that last trial. Because if you don't count the one there from the chest, that makes 3. No, that makes 2. That makes 2 of them. 3 in total. 1 I got from a chest on the outside. 2 I didn't actually get. That's pretty bad. Is this testing Link's power again? I don't know. The power to not get caught. Alright, careful about the waking water there. You don't want to hit that. It'd be bad. This section here is really difficult because they put waking water everywhere you need to go. It's scary. This section is interesting because I believe these geysers are always on. They're not on a pattern like they normally are. So that definitely helps. Here, luckily I can scale back up the slope to get the other tier. So I don't have to go all the way around, which definitely saves a lot of time and stress. Nope. Alright, that's fine. That doesn't do anything. That just puts me from wherever I void out back to where I was. I thought I could make the jump for some reason. No, not again, Link! I was wanting to climb down. Although I guess doing that was kind of a blessing, because I saw the tier I almost forgot about over on my side. Link, stop jumping off to the lava. You're lucky this doesn't hurt in a trial. You're lucky you're invincible. Oh, come on, Link, stop that. I shouldn't have made it. I really like to burn my butt. I gotta be careful with this guy. I don't want to get caught right away. That would suck. Really? I thought I would just have enough stamina to climb. That's fine. Hey, center, please. Alright, this will work out perfectly, because now the only ones left are right next to me over on that ledge I skipped. And then the one right at the beginning. So this is going to be perfect. Unfortunately for me, there's no real fast way to get back to the beginning, so I'll just have to take this long way around. This is the only path that's open to me at this point. A little too hasty there in my stamina use. That's fine. Ooh, that was a little too close for comfort. Like, why didn't you climb? That's just your fault. Not even gonna blame me. My controls there. I'm just gonna blame you. Just really want to take a dip. Got it. That's all the tiers in this area. Is it weird for me to say that I actually find this area easier than the second trial in Lanayru? I think the Lanayru one's harder because it's way more spread out. Like, this one is still also spread out too, but I feel like there's less watchers to run into, so you're not caught as easily. There's more waking water for you to hit by accident, but that's it. Like, that's the major concern. The hardest part about this to me is this beginning section running up the slope because there's like 4 watchers right next to each other. Once you get past that section, I feel like the rest becomes a lot easier. So yeah, for doing that trial, we get ourselves fire shield earrings. All these really can do for us is protect us from 2 rooms that are extremely hot. And that's pretty much it. They do shield you from taking extra fire damage now, so if you get hit by something with fire, the earrings will just take away the fire effect immediately. So instead of taking burning damage now, we skip that step entirely. But the thing is, that's not really a big deal anyways, because you can immediately roll or do a spin attack to get rid of that fire damage. So the earrings basically just have you skip needing to do the roll or spin attack, that's it. So besides protect you from 2 rooms in the game, they're pretty useless. I mean, it's nice to have that extra defense buff, since now we don't have to worry about fire attacks, but that's still not really enough to make these things justified. They feel underutilized, unfortunately. It's a cool idea for an item, but they don't really do much. So this is the second room where the fire shield earrings are good for, and that's it. Yep, this is definitely a volcano. No, I'm saving. Screw you all. Alright, let's go ahead and see. Let me go this way, just be a little safe. I'm just looking up something for a section coming up here very soon. I'm trying to make sure I get my facts straight before I, say something I'm not supposed to. Alright, I'm good. The music in this section is also weird. Like, one section almost sounds like farting. I'm not kidding here. Maybe it's because I played Banjo-Tooie not too long ago, and that game's soundtrack actually has some farts in it. So maybe I'm also thinking of that in a weird way. I just wonder if you reach the room without the earrings. Like, if you found and collected as many hearts, you get the point of the game. I mean, in theory, yes, you can, but Fi does have a trigger that forces you to not be able to progress. So there's a certain point where Fi basically tells you, hey, this is too hot. You can't go this way, and turns you around. If that trigger didn't exist, then you can probably get through this entire area with a bunch of hearts, or even like the invincibility potion, and it wouldn't be a big deal. But because of that one trigger, then the fire shield earrings are required. If it wasn't for that, you can probably skip them. Wow, that sucked. That was probably all hearts, but this is hero mode. What's a heart? Yeah, invincibility potion in this game is broken. It can do so much. Alright, hang on. Let's not fall there. Can I get my claw shot ready for this? Can I reach that? No? Okay. I want to show this anyways to that point. No, Link. Don't skydive. Alright, fine. Go ahead. Guess I didn't want you to cheese the area or skip the trial. Yeah, that's pretty much why they require the fire shield earrings. Because if you didn't need them, then you can just bum rush the area. Alright, so there's a hidden goddess cube over here. That's really well hidden. I'm not getting it. I'm doing this actually just for one stupid little thing. I'm doing this for a Sheikah stone. Don't judge. I like them collectibles, okay? I just want to have collectibles. And the only way to get back here is to go to where that cube is located. So extreme, but here we are. Alright, so what do you give me? Really? I just got like 10 of these. Thanks. I guess I can show this now that we have the bow. If you shoot one of the stones with your bow, 1 arrow equals 1 rupee. I think this is supposed to be a nod to how the bow worked in the first Zelda game on the NES. Because in that game, to use arrows, you needed rupees. Which was a really weird system, and I'm glad they did away with that. Because that system sucked. There was nothing good about that system, man. They immediately fixed that. So I knew with the next game the bow was in. So I'm thinking that little section where you trade off arrows for rupees with the stones it's got to be a reference to the first Zelda. Why do you keep on forming, dude? Stop that. Why? Because they had no way to track arrows, since also track bombs and rupees. Yeah, I think it was probably a limitation of the game being on the NES back in the day. They probably ran into like some issues coding it. Maybe it was a memory issue, who knows. But they didn't code in a quiver. So you had to kind of just code it in with arrows instead, which was a little annoying. Also, this is a required dowsing target you need to get. This is one of the optional ones. So this is not required to be used at all to beat the game, but you're required to get it because when you come in this section, there's no way to skip that dialogue. But yeah, this is why I just went on my way to get some bottled water. Because 2 of these statues, we need to go ahead and use our bottles to just pour the water in them out. But there's a 3rd one up ahead, as you can kind of see in the distance there. We can't reach that one. And even if we could, it wouldn't matter because our teeny little bottles wouldn't have enough water to fuel that thing. Yeah, the NES/Famicom, it was a very limiting system. That's why there was a lot of weird limitations to a lot of games back then. It's because of all the issues that the system itself had. Since it was a very strict system coding-wise. It didn't have that much memory. It didn't have that much space in the cartridges. So you had to work with what you had. That's why the color palettes for a lot of games kind of sucked. They didn't really have much to work with. They only had a handful of colors that they can choose from. That's a big hole. That's an empty hole. Come on. Nothing. Still gypped. Yeah, I see this. This is a lot of fire. A big container. Let's get a big bottle of water. Hey, will that Forest water in Wind Waker work? Because I'm pretty sure that'd be a lot of water. Alright, so we can't do anything here right now. We gotta leave. Alright, so we need to make our way back over to the Faron province. Because what we need to do now is actually go back to where the water dragon is. Because if you remember when we had to kind of do that extra little quest so that the water dragon would let us into the ancient cistern. The water dragon wanted this like sacred water to put in her like giant bathtub thing. It was a giant colander. And she's not using it anymore. And we need a big thing to carry water in. So let's ask for her help and see if maybe she can assist us by giving us that container. I want it. Yeah, this mission is a pain because Scrapper's an idiot. This whole mission is just Scrapper doesn't listen to you and gets himself in trouble. That's what this is. What? Amber's giving me the finger for that Forest water joke. Hey, true, it would make it easier. Yeah, can I have this thing? You're not using it anymore. Alright, now this part I like. You have a dialogue choice here, and it doesn't matter what you say. So, I said words to the robot. Not that guy. Master, unless you plan to carry the tub on your back, now is not the time to be picky about who will help you. I will call for the robot. And people say Fi is a boring character, but look at that sass. She's like, nah, dude. We need that robot's help. Shut up. I'm calling him. Oh yeah, demonstrate how a real hero works as you don't listen to the hero telling you where you need to go here in a minute. Scrapper, you're an idiot. You want to showboat so much for this girl that you don't actually listen to common sense. Really? I guess I'm swimming. Why does Scrapper call us short pants when we're not wearing shorts? Yeah, that's a good question. He has more respect for us than the Japanese version. I think he calls us something like the Green Master. So at least it actually makes more sense there, because we're wearing green. But Master Short Pants? Dude, I'm wearing pants. Just call me Master Pants. I'm not wearing short pants. They're not shorts. They're just long pants. Master Long Pants! There you go. Hey, just a normal hat. How you doing? Go back, name yourself Short Pants so Scrapper will address you properly. The real tricks. Then he'll respect me. I just gotta call him his nickname. So just throw away my dignity. To be fair, he's about ready to throw his dignity away here in a second. Alright, so we get to our location, and the dude's like, oh, I better get there before Short Pants to show him up. Problem is, the dude goes to the very foot of the volcano. Dude, that's not where we need to go. You should have waited 5 seconds and asked Link, where are we going? And then you could have rushed ahead. But no, you have to rush ahead early, not ask for directions, and go to the foot of the mountain. Scrapper, you're stupid. What, the summit? Why didn't you say that from the start? You wouldn't listen to me, that's why. So he refuses to go back to the sky because it's heavy. Even though he can easily hover with it for quite some time, he refuses to go back up a couple feet. Scrapper, you make no sense. You're a robot, come on. You don't have to worry about game. You're not worrying about stamina here, you're just worrying about your battery running low, that's it. So if anyone hits him, then we have to kind of start over. So this quest is kind of annoying. But I want to try something here, so we're saving, and we're leaving. So here's the thing. Scrapper is programmed to never follow you back up to the sky. So if I leave like this and drop down to a different portion, he's not going to be there anymore. He's going to be right back to the foot of the mountain. So I want to try something, because there is a thing you can do with Back in Time that tricks out Scrapper's AI and actually sends him to the top of the mountain. So see, if I tell me that, hey, Scrapper's at the foot of the mountain, so go get him. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the volcano owl statue, or bird statue. I'll never stop that habit. And now this may take me a minute because what I'm doing is a very specific bit warp. And apparently this is one of the more precise ones in the game, so I'll probably do this like once or twice, and if I fail, we're gonna do this legit. I'm gonna do this legit regardless, but I want to show this off, if I can. Just gotta see where I gotta stand here. Okay, I think I know what that is. Okay. We're all good. So continue, reset, we know the drill. Oh, my batteries are half full. We may get that your batteries are depleted message soon. If I do, I got another set of batteries sitting right here, so I can get rid of the message right away if I need to. Okay, now let me reference my video here. Okay, I see exactly where I need to stand now. Like, right here? Alright, now wait a minute. I need to see one more thing before I hit continue. Okay. So if I did this right, I should be standing on top of a building in a very specific way. Yes, this is it. Alright, I got it. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna refer back to the video to make sure I don't need to do anything else. Can you just please get out of my way? Get out of here! Thank you! Alright, referring back to my video. Okay, nothing else seems to be special, so I'm good to go. Try bit once, but getting to the title screen Skyloft is about as far as I know how to get. Luckily, it's not really too hard to figure out, but it's more or less like knowing what things you can and cannot do with Back in Time. That's the harder part. So I definitely recommend looking up information about it. I know Zelda Speedruns has a really good article about how Back in Time stuff works. So I recommend that. Alright, so see? There's Scrapper. And the dude says he can't fly to the top of the mountain. Dude's a liar. He flew to the top of the mountain right here for me. But the thing is, if you run too fast, then the guy's like, wait for me, I can't go any faster. So we got him here. That's the easy way you can do it. A Back in Time little thing like that can easily warp us here. So now let's actually reset the game and do this legit. Actually have that challenge. I know roughly how it works. Setting flags and saves, taking info from our saves, right? Yeah, basically Back in Time, it uses save file information to do certain things on the map and also to trigger certain events. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Because of doing the bit warp, if you reset after you do the warp, but you didn't save again, you're back in Skyloft, so I gotta fly back. It's not that big of a deal. I would have had to do this regardless. But yeah, no, like, certain files and certain setups in said files also work with Back in Time. That stuff I'm not 100% sure about myself either. If I did a lot of Back in Time stuff more complicated, I would definitely look up the information on, like, ZeldaSpeedruns.com or something, because it is very complex. There's a lot of little things that can affect your file. Like, stuff you wouldn't think would make much sense, but, like, bonking in a tree in a very specific way, or collecting a specific rupee affects Back in Time states. So it's really hard to keep track of. It could be kind of confusing. So I reset to do legit. Hey, people would be mad if I didn't do this legit. It's like, oh man, he just skipped all the challenge. I'm gonna unfollow, unsubscribe. Where's my refund, Twitch? Don't leave me. I'll leave him whenever I want. You didn't listen to me. Now we're here because of you. The guy just dropped his arrows in the lava. Are you serious? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I can't go too fast because Scrapper's gonna get upset. So sometimes I may just slow down and do random things like give me ladybugs or snipe people. You figure you don't play the game legit. I mean, you're not wrong. Back in Time's a thing. Ooh, give me that. Alright, didn't mean for bombs, but I guess I got bombs. Scrapper, calm down. They're not gonna affect you. They won't affect me. It didn't look like that arrow hit, but sure, I'll take it. See ya. I need that. Got it. I can't take, like, the wind turbine because if I do that, Scrapper's like, I can't do that. Go a different way. Like, this dude is super picky. You gotta go a very specific pack, otherwise he gets very upset at you. There we go. 2 arrows and... Oh, no, I thought he died. That looked like a dying animation. Alright, 3 arrows. And then that big old moblin's dead. What? Okay, I guess I hit the stamina fruit. I didn't know you can do that with the claw shots. Can I still hit these guys from here? Yeah, I hit the one. Apparently, I missed this guy on the side. Thanks for the arrow. I'm not gonna kill you with it. There comes those fire arrows, protection on fire coming to use, which you don't really see that much, if you want to be honest. It's very rare to see the fire earrings actually have a use outside of those 2 very, very hot rooms. Because not many enemies have fire arrows outside of the Eldin Volcano. Oh, it's another skull. I thought it was arrows. Oh well. What happens if you shoot Scrapper? I don't know, actually. That's a good point. You know what? Screw it. I don't want to save myself. What do you think you're doing? He gets a little upset. Oh, he's smoking now. So you can hit him, and I'm guessing you can actually kill him. So we can get our revenge. I mean, I don't know why you would want to do that, because that seems like a really bad idea. Scrapper, you may want to move. That guy's fat, and he will crush you. I'm trying to dash, Scrapper. I'm not wanting to talk. Scrapper, we barely moved. Come on, man. Keep up. I don't have any more arrows, so this is gonna be a little bit of a problem. Actually, I have one idea. This could work. No, this won't. I'm not gonna have enough time. I can shoot my bomb. Ooh, actually, wait a minute. Give me that. Shoot me again. Thank you. Idiots. They just filled my ammo count. If only they knew. Scrapper, move. There's someone there. Alright, this one I believe I can actually do this trick with. Oh, no, I can't, because that's not gonna give me enough time. Wish I had more arrows. That would actually make this a little bit better right now. Alright, just shoot me. Wait, what? Why did it immediately go away? Scrapper, move! He's standing in the middle of nothing, which makes him an easy target. Oh, I get it. I'm not in dirt, so it can't stick. Wow, that really doesn't count as dirt either. Alright, I'm just gonna have to do this. Really, it's just gonna be money. Scrapper, just wait there and don't get in the middle of nothing. Link! Move, you idiots! I blame Scrapper for all this. I'm just gonna blame him. Not having arrows there is really, really bad. Unfortunately, I still don't have any, so I'm gonna have to redo this whole section, but I'll have to get me some arrows to make this somewhat easier. It's rough to go through this section without any arrows. Alright, perfect. That's enough. I'll just have to be a little more careful on my arrow count, because I was a little too gun-ho last time. Luckily, the enemies stay dead, so that also saves me some ammo. Really? It was right there, too. I was tapping the button so I wouldn't use my stamina too much, and he wouldn't climb because of that. Scrapper, why are you taking the long way? To be fair, I should be saying that about this whole quest. Are you kidding me? Is that seriously... How did... Scrapper! Do you need glasses, dude? I'm right here. I didn't really move far at all. I was maybe a foot away and I was like, I can't see you anymore. Oh man, Scrapper, you had the stupidest AI. Maybe it would have just been easier if Link did carry this water basin on his back. Because maybe at that point, we'd actually drop it where we need to go and be done with this in like 2 minutes. Without having to climb the whole mountain. Thanks, Scrapper, by the way. Ah, God. My nunchuck hit the desk. Well, if my nunchuck shorts out this time, there's no one to blame but myself. Probably to play a Wii game on a dang desk. I need to, because that's how I can track the stream. Make sure it doesn't drop frames. Alright, this time you're not gonna be a problem. Get out of here. How did I not kill you? It was 3 shots. Oh, I get it. They weren't headshots. They were chest shots. Headshots are what kill you more effectively. I kept them missing. Well, nice thing about this area, Scrapper doesn't take any damage. If he took damage here, that'd be really stupid. Alright, good, you did follow me. I was worried when he said wait for me when I went through the door. He would not follow. I'm sorry, what was that? I can't hear over everyone being dead. These guys are so hard to snipe. It is possible, I believe, to snipe them and one-shot these stupid Los Alphos, but you have to do it perfectly. If you miss it at all, then you kind of have to redo the whole thing. Scrapper, if you're in danger, don't get near the enemy, you idiot. Get away from these guys. I'll take care of you guys too, because Scrapper's gonna freak out, even though you could just go around them like a smart robot. I think at this point we pretty well established Scrapper's not smart. Hey, what? I was expecting something here. That's interesting. No chew. Alright, we did it. We did it legit way this time. We should have just done it the illegitimate way. That's way quicker and way easier. Because you don't have to worry about Scrapper being an idiot. And running out of arrows. Both really bad things. So all that was just to get back to this portion so Scrapper can take this water basin and instead of dumping it down like a smart robot, he drops it. If he missed, I would have been so mad. Also, we're supposed to return that. You broke that, Scrapper. You're paying for it, not me. Stupid robot. I hope you go extinct again. So now we can enter our next dungeon here. So, all that just to open the way. There is technically a way with, like, very clever use of back in time, memory corruption stuff, that you can technically deload these flames and just walk straight through them. It only works once though, but once you're in the dungeon, you can just complete it, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, we did all that just to gain entrance to our next dungeon. That was a lot of work. Let me see if there's anything here to refill my supplies a bit. Nah, not really. How about this next room? I want that rupee, but I'm not gonna get my beetle out just for that. Blue, on the other hand, yeah, give me that. And I also believe we take our scatter shot and shoot this frog. It gives us a 20. So there you go. You want more money? Shoot the frog. Why couldn't we just douse our sword with the fire that was blocking the dungeon? Doesn't have to be special fire, does it? Yeah, oh yeah, like powering up our sword. Yeah, can we just use that flame? That'd make it nice. Sadly, no, it's not strong enough flame. You would think it would be in this volcano, but no. It's not strong enough. Alright, so since we made it to our next dungeon, we're actually going to call it here, because that would be another hour, and I don't want to make the stream very long. I'm already tired enough as it is. So, yeah. We're going to go in here next time. We're going to go into the stupid area that gave us a hard time just opening up the flame. A lot of people don't like this quest because it is very tedious and it is a little annoying to deal with Scrapper because he doesn't like to listen. But we're done with that part. Now we just need to actually go into our next dungeon here inside the volcano. So we'll definitely be doing that next time.